Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is September 2nd here on the Abandoned Farm series, and we just, as we left off, over here by the cattle pasture, I got to pick up over there by the wood processing plant. I don't think I showed this off on camera the last episode or not, but we did add this in there. If I did, show it off, cool. If not, oh well, it is now here. But we also, off camera, I went through the cattle pen and cut down a bunch of trees. I can't remember if I showed that off in the last video or not, but we got, I think it's like, what, one tree left in here and everything like that. And we went ahead and added in this gate right here, just some old wooden gate. And we're just going to leave this one open, which we ought to close it because, it kind of makes sense to have that one open and this one shut to where the cattle can get to their feed. We took the hay bales off of here and set them down on the ground. But as far as getting stuff done on the farm, there's a bush in our silo. As far as getting stuff done on the farm, if you guys remember back, there was a video that I done with Weston, I'd say about a month ago on Ashton Corners where I bought something from them. I don't think I showed this off last episode. I'm fairly certain I didn't show it off. But if you remember, I bought the 8650 from them guys and we finally got it delivered to this farm instead of the one over on Ray County because this little tractor matches what we have going on here. So that being said, what we got to get done on the farm today is obviously off of camera over by our biggest field, which is that direction over there. I'm going to wait for this to load. But if you guys like this type of content, please be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. So what I'm thinking is obviously here's the farmer's market. We're going to come down in this area, like right here. I know there's some like log piles, but we're going to get some trees cleared out along this area, and then I'm going to make one ginormous field over there. It will be our biggest field yet, and there will be some new mods I'm going to add in. So I think what we're going to do where did all our money go? I think it went into the cattle. I thought about releasing a tree cutter, but I might just go through and just cut them all off camera and do them that way and put them in I may not even transport them all the way over here to this. We'll just start cutting trees back out and put them in that. So with that being said, let's go and jump in the Dodge here, and we're going to go and drive over there to that part of the farm and get some of them trees cleared out. I got the map objects hider, and I don't want to do a whole lot of logging on this series because I've done a lot of logging in the past on series, especially in FS22. So I'm going to go ahead and get over here, and which I'm not saying there won't be logging in this series. There definitely will be. We'll do a little bit here and there on camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over here, use map objects hider, and get rid of all these trees that I want to get rid of, and then grab the 8650 and put a plow onto it or something like along them lines and get that going. So this is the area that I'm thinking of doing it at, is right in here. So our other field is like right over, right there, but I'm thinking right in through here in between all these rocks. So let me get in here. I'm going to get these trees knocked out of the way, get all these out to where we can go and get this field plowed in. So I'll see you guys when we get ready to plow the field. Alrighty, so I figured instead of going through and cutting down all the trees, I actually backed out that in a few mods. Instead of going through and trying to get rid of all these trees, what we'll do is we will go around, we'll draw the field out the way that we want it, or attempt to, and then we will get rid of the trees as we're going along. So like this tree right here off to our right, we'll get rid of because it's a little close to the field and everything like that. I know I cleared out some of these trees already by hand, but then we'll come up here. So any of these trees that are like in the way, we'll go and get rid of those. So like the one off to the right, and then this guy right here. But I'm pretty sure, let's see, delete. So I can also hide these trees with the map objects hider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here. I'm going to go and, I guess you can say, delete these trees, hide them, to where I can go and get this field created. It won't be a completely straight field, so we'll go around and we'll kind of make it a little bit curvy, but I'm going to go through here. I'm going to get these trees out of the way to where I can get the outline done. Then I'll go through, get rid of all the other fields, all the other trees in the middle, and then I'll bring you guys back in for a time lapse on us creating this field. So I'll see you guys here in a bit. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. And it is now April 1st. In our second year on here, I'm surprised we made it through the winter. Like, this winter was very bad. It was worse than probably any winter I've had on this game because I got the realistic weather mod in. But we didn't run out of hay bales, shockingly, because good thing that the cattle had meadow grass. But these guys are 13 months old. And I realized that this pen right here is only a breeding pen. So we will have to try to get some money up and get another cow pasture. I got a couple of other modded ones that I know that I could use, but I'd like to get the milk from these guys, and I'm thinking maybe we use something like this, but that's $40,000. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the 4755. I actually got to get the 3650 warming up here, get it all nice and warmed up and ready to go. We'll open that up when we're ready to feed the cattle, but we're jumping to 4755 here, and we'll go ahead and get our cattle fed and get them taken care of right off straight first thing in the morning. And then after that, we are going to sell some of our pallets that we got over there that we made through the winter and get those sold off to where we can get a little bit of money, because it is time to plant, and we also got to get more hay cut. And I think I'm going to plant for the first year stuck between soybeans and corn. So I think for the first year, since we already have the header, I'm just going to do corn. But I think next year I'd like to, or hopefully even before harvest, I'd like to upgrade our harvester to something a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit better. I mean, I'm liking the harvester that we have, even though I haven't got to use it yet. So we're not going to upgrade too fast. Now, can I just... There we go. Let's get some cattle fed here. But let me get these hay bales put into this mixer and get these cattle fed real fast. And then I'm going to get the pallets loaded up on the gooseneck and take those to the best place to sell those. I don't know where that would be at. We ought to check the price. And then we'll come back and get some planting done. We'll sell those, we'll get a planter, grab some seed, and then we'll get some planting done. And the big field, that's the field that we're going to plant corn in, because unfortunately our other two fields that we have, we can't plant anything in because they have canola and wheat. And the reason why I'm doing the wheat is because we can get the straw off of it. So let me get in here, get these cattle fed, get those loaded up, and then I'll see you guys after we get the planter. Alrighty, so we got 8 pallets, which is 1,000 liters a piece for us to be able to sell. And while off camera, I did go through between our fields and around them and add in grass. And I think I'm going to have to fill in my textures a little bit more there. Oh, there's a big bump right here. As you can see, I made this a little bit, try to make this a little bit wider. I still got to take a few trees out, make it look a little bit nicer, make it feel like it was an actual place that people were trying to be civilized, and grow somewhere. But other than that, it seems like we got enough money to be able to get our planter. So I'm going to get back to the farm, and during this cut there's a few other mods that I need to add in that I forgot about. The next thing you guys will see is us getting back in game with the planter and possibly going to sell one of our other tractors, which is the one in the little white barn when you come straight into the farm, the one directly back there in the back that's in that barn. Actually, I'll go ahead and sell that here. We're going to keep the 3650, the 8650, and the 4755. We will need a little bit bigger of a tractor to pull the planter that I want to use. That, or we can just use something different for now. Yeah, we'll just use something different. But before we do anything, I do got to get that field lined, fertilized, and all that stuff. And I'm not going to bore you guys with that because I already done that in a Ray County episode. Yeah, let me get all this knocked out of the way, and I'll see you guys when it's time to start planting some soybeans. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, we are on like the last little bit of this field, and I said I was going to plant soybeans, but I ended up planting corn, so we'll have to get us a corn header to be able to harvest our corn, because all we have is just like a bean header or a wheat header, whatever you guys want to call it, just a grain header. And yeah, this map, I figured out why it wasn't loading in the beginning of the video, and now you're able to see everything that needs to be seen, like the terrain and the trees and all that stuff. But it's turning out pretty well. We got one little piece down there left to finish up, and then we will have all of our planting done, unless I decide to create another field. But I don't know where I'm going to do that at, because, well, we still have a lot of trees, and I don't want to do a whole lot of forestry. Granted, I can do forestry because we have the little sawmill that we have, but I did find a new mod from online, and I've seen a couple of other people using it. I know like Fearsome Rhino used it in one of his videos, and then also Farmer Cop done a review on it, and it is actually a coffee bean mod. And let me just hit this little piece up real quick, this little piece and that little piece, and then the other little pieces on the other side I'm not too worried about. But yeah, I think we'll end up placing that down somewhere and using that to, and we'll start producing our own coffee beans. But there is planting done right there. Got all the corn planted and have plenty of seed left over. Don't have really, and I think we almost have, we still have that, what we have left in as liquid fertilizer, and still what's left in the tank. Why are you lowering? I need you to fold. I don't need you to lower, I need you to fold. I need you to raise. Come on. Well, I guess I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, because my steering wheel don't want to, my joystick don't want to cooperate with me for some reason. I go to fold it up, and it wants to lower it back down instead of raising it and then turning it and folding it to the transport mode. But yeah, our other fields are looking pretty good. I might have to put some row crop tires on it, on this tractor, to be able to spread some lime or spread some fertilizer. And this is the 4755, which didn't have duals on it. I think it's the 3650 that is the one that has duals on it with the front loader. So we end up, I don't think I showed it off last episode or even in this episode, but I did find a little, during that cut that I was telling you guys about, I did find a little like repair thing, and I ended up placing it behind the white shed over there. And while off camera, I did get more hay bales loaded up, made. I can't remember how many that I made. I made quite a few, like 20 or something like that, or whatever. But we ended up cutting all that back behind that little field all the way around, and then tedded it, windrowed it, and then obviously baled it all up. So, I mean, I don't know what else we got to do on the farm as far as today. Oh, but I did, and then also I did add in a couple of other cattle pens, and they're only 25 grand. So I thought about maybe putting it like back over in here, or leasing a cattle trailer and removing this pen and placing one of these down right here. And maybe even two of them. I may put one here and then one like right up in this area somewhere, and we can have like two cattle pastures going, because that one is only a birthing cattle pasture and we can't get milk out of it. But I'm pretty sure that, yeah, those two that I just showed you, we can get milk out of. But hay bales are done. We got the planting done. We got the grass cutting done. This probably needs more wood, I'd imagine, for the sawmill. Let's go and check that. We don't have anything that we can sell right now. Productions, sawmill. Yeah, so I'll have to get more wood off of camera and put in there and everything like that. I know this is a short episode, you guys, but I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If so, please be sure to leave a comment down below. Please tell me what you guys like to see different in this series or in any other series. As far as the Ray County series, that is not going to be coming back for a while, but you guys will see the supercut, because it'll come up. The supercut will be public after this video sometime. But with that being said, everybody, this is Cole Farms. I appreciate you guys for the love and support that you show me and my channel and my family. And we are almost to the first stage of YouTube monetization, which is the memberships and all that stuff. So let's keep up the grind, you guys. And I appreciate all the people that have subbed. But with that being said, everybody, I'll see you guys on the next video.